Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to more Rune Factory 5. There has been a full weekend of fun and activities behind me, now. And I believe the last time, yes, we got this. And at some point over the course of the weekend... Yeah. Hello, who are you? Hi. It's been a full weekend of Animethon behind me now. And I figured, why not take the opportunity to talk about what happened? Just a little overview of the days in particular. And I was debating on if I wanted to do, say, one video to talk about each day, but I'm pretty sure I can get it all in one episode. Maybe two, we'll see. First off, I get down there Thursday, like, afternoon, whatever. And what was supposed to happen is we were going to look at an apartment and a house that we were considering moving into, rent to own, whatever, all that stuff. That's what we were considering. However,
any new samples for
both of the places, like, reneged on us at the last minute. No, seriously, both of them did. One of the places, we had a meeting, for both of them we had a meeting set up. One of them was all like, oh yeah, I actually work for another 2 hours, so, can't do it. It's like, we had this meeting set up for like a week, and you're telling us like half an hour before the appointment that you won't be available. And the other one was like, again, we'd had, yeah, at least a week. Probably about a week. And the other one, we had an appointment for at least a couple of days. It wasn't like, you know, just the night before we'd set up. We'd set this up days in advance for, you know, around 3 or 4 p.m. So, you know, the afternoon. Yeah, and then the guy was all like, oh, well, the tenants there are moving out today, so we won't be able to do it. And then so I was all like, okay, well, maybe we can reschedule, because we'll be busy all weekend long. Like, the entire weekend is called for. It's like, well, maybe we can get in, like, super early tomorrow, like 8:30 a.m., like, tomorrow morning. Might be able to do it then. Might be able to. And the guys are like, oh, well, I don't know if they're going to be awake then. And it's like, they're spending today moving everything out, and then they're going to, what, sleep in on the bare floor tomorrow. It's like they're spending Thursday moving everything out, and then they're still going to sleep there on Thursday night, even after moving all of their stuff out, and planning on sleeping in too.
nice.
Farming bread plus. Okay, first of all, already shipped out. Second of all, I can't actually learn anything from it.
Ah, welcome back.
So, yeah. Anyway. Unless I should go back and to buying the daily recipe breads that are available. Yeah, don't buy any cooking bread, and don't buy any farming bread, but buy all of the other kinds of breads. But anyway, yeah, so, and then we went and had dinner with the Zura's mom, and that was alright, that was nice. But yeah, it sucks, because, like, we had plans, and I'd been talking about it for literally weeks of, hey, I get down there, I check out the places, I do out my measurements, I get a feel for the area. I have moved more times than the average person has by my age. At least, you know, according to the people I've talked to about it. And I can really get a feel on if I'm going to like a place or not. Just by walking into it, I can, you know, tell from, like, the aura of the place or whatever on if it's going to be good or not. I didn't get to do that with these places because someone, I don't know, decide to forget that he was working. Oh wait, I should eat the breads because
What's on the task board today?
But yeah, and then whatever. Oh yeah. And during all of our driving around and stuff, on Thursday we wound up making it to the Edmonton Convention Center and we pre-registered for Animethon because if you're going to a convention and you're going to have to, you know, go and register at the event for things, because usually they have like little passes that you can take and carry around, whatever. Yeah, try to go and pre-register the day before because, one, you won't have to use your convention time for it. This is like extra time of the day before. And two, the lines are usually a heck of a lot shorter because a lot of people only plan to get there for like the first day of the event. And they either don't think to register the day before or they register at a different time in the day before. Because if registration is open for like 12 hours the day before, it's not like there's necessarily going to be 12 hours worth of people registering, you know? Also, I totally got, what? Not a tote bag, but I got some kind of, cheap little bag for it, because I had pre-registered for Animethon early enough that I got it. Zero did not. Weapon bread plus, that's probably going to still be useful. That was weird. Anyway, let's warp. And let's, I don't know, chop down some things or whatever. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that was the, oh shit. Yeah, so that was about the, Thursday. And on Friday, and I actually have my Animethon list of stuff that we did here with me. If I can just quickly grab that. Boom. Everything's basically fine.
All right. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, because we also got a schedule, and I usually carry around a fine tip marker with me wherever I go, so I was able to doodle on the thing. Yeah, this thing. For all of our little plans that we wanted to, whoop, wrong hands, wanted to make. So we wanted to get in there for like 11 a.m. Azura went to like the Saturnity panel, whatever. I went to the New Player's Guide to Anime Card Games, aka Weiss Schwarz. And unfortunately, I didn't actually bring my Weiss Schwarz cards down with me when I went to Animethon, so that was kind of a whoops. Because I got into Weiss Schwarz because there's a Ruby set, and I'm into Ruby. And I've made myself a Ruby deck. I don't know how good it is. It feels good, but I'm too new at the game to actually know if the deck is good or not. But I didn't bring it along anyway. Otherwise, I could have been able to play with people and been all like, hey, here's the deck. Any suggestions?
Nice.
What?
Nice.
Get 2 more Pure Full Maidens for the deck. Because that's a card that really requires a playset of. I can't find any because it's not like it's Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can just, buy singles online for like cheap, it's really hard to find a copy of that card. Because I have tried. Out of the 2 booster boxes I bought, I pulled one, and I bought booster boxes because I wanted to open, specifically because I wanted to open up Ruby cards. I specifically wanted to open Ruby cards, which is why I got the booster boxes. I have ideas and stuff for it. I wanted to open up Ruby cards, that's why I got the boxes. Anyway, out of the 2 boxes I had wound up getting, I pulled like 1 copy of it, and I think I'd managed to find like 1 other copy for sale online that I was able to actually get my hands on, and that was like it. My light is blinking. I'm glad I don't have epilepsy. But then yeah, and there. Oh yeah, let's say we played some Smash Bros. For a little while. We signed up for the Smash Bros. Ultimate Free-for-All Tournament. Round 1, Azura got to play on the stage. Round 2, I got to play on the stage. I almost made it to round 3. It was so bloody close. And that's not so bad for someone who hadn't played Smash Bros. For like 8 months. I don't know what I... Brrr. There's everyone's friendship to level 10. That's the only task that I could grab. Oh, apparently I got that one done. Okay. But yeah, raise everyone to level 10. The lowest is 5. The highest is 9. If I get Love Potion, then I'll try that. Okay, that arm grass needs to be picked up. All of this, I think, just needs to be... keep growing. So what I have? Pom-Pom. I have white crystal. I have white, blue, green. I need red crystal flower. Nope. I need the red crystal flower. Specifically the red. Oh god. It's wonderful. I know that everyone says, like, oh, don't fall victim to the, I bought it because it was there, because I thought I would like it, blah, blah, blah thing. I want to fall victim to that. I want, when I go, especially when I go to a convention, I want to, like, find something that's like, ooh, I like that, I'll buy it. Like, I want to do that. But there is so little, actually, at the convention that I saw that I just wanted like that. So I bought a few things. Bought a copy of Zelda 2 for the NES. Bought a manga because, hey, it looked interesting. I bought some little trinket doodads, whatever. Put a couple on my purse. You know, little things that you could probably make for a cheap that are being sold for way more than it would take to make them. Not just more, but way more than it would take to make them. Yeah, let's sell the green crystal seed. I don't know why I got Paragon, but I got it. Dawn Paragon, yes. Hopefully everything is fine. There's not a typhoon about to happen. Oh, who do I main in Smash Bros? Currently Wii Fit Trainer, but I want to start maining Byleth. Although with my playstyle, I should main a smaller, more agile character, because if you see me play Metroidvanias, I like the small, agile characters. Just the whole jump, 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 jump. Like, if you saw me play Ori and the Will of the Wisps, you know that I like to play... that I like playing the small, super agile characters. Wait a second. Grapes and apples, I'm working on those. Should be turnip heaven, which is just... Oh, right. I need to harvest the giant golden crop first to get the turnip heaven recipe, because it will cost like bloody 7,000 runes to make it otherwise. Even with my stuff to make it as cheap as possible. Harvest the autumn grass, harvest the giant golden crop. Nothing says to harvest this, so I'm just going to chop it down.
All right. Easy does it.
So that is looking like it's being worked on.
Take that. Hi-ya.
Wait a second. Okay, everybody run off of my plants.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Perfect. And might as well do this. So I can make a turnip miracle, except that it requires way too much stuff for it right now, so can't actually really make it. Lumber stone box, yes. And look inside. I'm pretty sure I'm growing up autumn grass, so... Or wait, big firefly. Where is my note? Oh gosh. Really hope. I haven't sorted out my things since I've been back, so I don't know where all my little notes are, and I really hope Chandra didn't take that little note and wind up throwing it out. Teleport, escape, robot, chat. No. That's made RPG stuff. Here's a random derpy note. Here's a random box of magnets. That's that same note. This is clues to whatever. Okay. Here's my random mad scribblings. And it doesn't quite help that the lights are going crazy. Grass has been regular harvested. Clover is not level 10, and Clover Giant hasn't happened yet. Pineapple has been giant. Okay, perfect. God, the lights going mad is very annoying to deal with. Okay, Okay, perfect. Farm Dragon, Ice Dragon. That's right, because, whatever, anyway, that's right, I kind of want to do a Super Smash Bros. Let's Play. Mostly just a thing where I spend a couple of episodes, I play a couple of characters here, there, and I just get myself used to playing characters just so I can find myself a main.
Take that.
Yeah, some of those are harvestable, some of those are not. Noble Radish, done.
Take that.
Low-key want to try to make giant fodder, see if that works. Hold on real quick. I gotta take this leak. Move.
I hope it comes out okay.
Okay. What else did I just get? Radish. And ship it. Bok choy, that'll be one of the, not the originals. Oh, here we go. Bok choy, you can ship that out. The leek. And ship that out. The strawberry berries. Already gotten that. But the cherry grass. Sleep attack! It's only 9%, not 10% like I want, but... Right, you know, it, like, still sells for, like... Okay, but Steelheart and Explosion should both be in here, right? Yes, good. Golden potato, golden cabbage. I don't have the seeds to try growing a giant golden turnip. Okay, you know what? This works fine. This is fine. Farm dragon, earth dragon. Let's see if I can make a few more pineapple juice. But anyway, yeah. Also, Friday did a little D&D panel. A lot of the panels were very base and simplistic things. It's like stuff that, if you know anything about, you know, the thing in question, you'd already know all the information that they would have to give you. But, you know, a lot of them were probably like beginner panels, because Azura went to a panel for VTubing, how to, what is it, modeling and rigging. It's like, yeah, use this software. It's like, yeah, use this software to learn how to, you know, animate 3D models. It's like, oh, you're not going to teach us? No, you can just use this software and you can learn it yourself. It's like,
Time to eat.
but I'm here at the panel to learn. It's like, yeah, you'll learn to use this software. Except, not really. You'll learn that you should use this software. But, yeah. What was I saying earlier? Right. I like the whole going to a convention thing, or, you know, just going out to shop in general and finding a whole bunch of things that I want, and then I have a lot of choice between, hey, I want these 17 things, I'll maybe buy, like, 3 of them. But instead it's a case of, okay, there's these 3 things that I want there. Okay, I guess I'll buy 1. And it's like, oh, you could just buy all 3, except that, like, the other 2 are, like, more expensive to buy at the convention than they would be if I just bought them on, like, eBay. Or, you know, if I went to, like, Best Buy and bought them there or whatever. Like, I understand someone who, like, you know, handmade a little trinket thing for an anime character, and it's all like, hey, you can buy it here. Like, it cost me, like, you know, $2 in parts and, like, an hour of my time. Buy it for, like, $20. And it's like, okay, sure, fine. Give you, you know, $18 for your hour of time spent on it. Okay, sure, fine. But if it's like, hey, here's a thing that I bought, that I just, like, bought from the store. I brought it over here. You want to pay an extra $50 for it, but you don't have to pay for shipping? But you'll still have to, you know, bring it back home anyway, because that's how it works. Because, like, of course you'll have to. So you'll have to make that fit in the bag anyway. It's like... Like, they had a Retron 5. One of the booths had a Retron 5, which is a console that I'd been having my eye on for a while now. Because it let me play, not all, but a lot of my old games via an HDMI port. And with, like, save states and blah, blah, blah. And it'd be just, you know, a better way of playing old games. Of course, if I want to play old games, I have no problem with just using an emulator. This would just be, you know, a different way of playing such games. Play a game effectively on console. Not quite on console, but effectively on console. It's like, okay, yeah, I can do that, and, like, support, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Time to eat.
It's like, yeah, I can do that. It's like, yeah, I'd like that. That does sound like something that I would like, and I've, like I said, I've had my eye on it. I've been wanting one. However, the Retron 5 costs about $200. They're selling it at the that one booth, Animethon, for $250. And it's like, if they were selling it there for $200, I would have bought it. If it's being sold for, like, it's like, hey, this is the same price I can buy online, except, you know, free shipping. As opposed to, because, like, you know, if you buy something in an actual store, it usually is a couple of dollars more expensive than buying it on, say, Amazon, especially. And then it's like, oh, well, because, like, at the physical place, they have to deal with, you know, paying for storage, paying for people to put on the shelves, paying, you know, space, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot to be, like, extra stuff to be paid for there. Although, to be fair, at Amazon, they still have to pay for space, but they have all the space in, like, one big area, so it's, like, less price per square foot, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, not paying an extra $50 for instant shipping, you know? Okay. What other field stuff am I going to go? Do I just go and fight some bosses now? Actually, here. Yeah, field little panels, field whatever. Played a few games together. And then, I'd have to say the highlight of the Animethon for me was a My Little Pony sing-along, which, going into it, I thought it was a karaoke contest because I had been to one at BonyCan back in... Goodness if I know, 2014? I don't know what. But as it turns out, it's a nice big size room with a stage, and they were just playing, you know, pony songs, videos with, like, the lyrics on them so people could sing along to it. And then after a couple of songs, because, like, there are people dressed as most of the main 6 cast up there and dancing and stuff, then after a couple of songs, they're like, hey, if any pony wants to come up and dance with us, come up and dance. And, like, I'd almost jumped up there to start dancing with them before they had given the invite. Heck yes, I was up there dancing around my little... I saw a thing. Dancing around my white mage outfit, whatever, as I played pony songs and all that. And I was up there dancing for, I don't know, like an hour and a half. Okay, if we go right here. What is that? There's definitely something there.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, well, anyway. Honestly, I think we should just carry on with the... Yeah. Anyway, so I was up there jumping around on stage, dancing around on stage and stuff, whatever, for like a good solid hour and a half, and it was fun. Like, I'd be like exhausted after a song, like, ugh, I can't do. It's like, no, I just want to stop, and then they'd play like another awesome song, and there are songs that like I hadn't thought about in years, like Stop the Bats.
Take that! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they like just play song after song after song. God, Unleash the Magic. Yeah, that can't. That Wonderbolts versus Shadow Colt song from Crystal Girls 3. That also had the Release the Magic song because those shows are more or less musicals, which is neat. But it's like, yeah, this day, oh yeah. Although I will say, up on stage, you know, when they first invited people to jump up on stage with them, there was like maybe a dozen, somewhere between 12 and 20 people up on the stage there. Like, I was trying to, like, you know, not bump into people, trying not to get in anybody's way, also trying to not block people out, even though people were blocking me out. No, there's like that front bite of the stage that nobody wanted to be in because, you know, front and center of the stage, nobody wanted to take part in that. At first. And then they played a song from, like, the new generation of MLP, which I haven't seen yet. And apparently a lot of people hadn't, because, like, during the song and after the song, a lot of people left. And then it went down from, like, 20 of us to, like, maybe 5 of us. And then slowly people started dwindling about until it was just me and, like, 2 other girls. It was just the 3 of us, like, dancing on stage, putting on little shows. Honestly, I wish I'd gotten their, like, number, whatever. Because that would have been so much fun to, yeah. Should have just been all like, oh, hey. Yeah. Like, what are your Discord names? I'll actually, yeah, go grab my phone. It's like, here, I'll actually post on, like, Discord. We can chat about this. I don't know what we would wind up chatting about, honestly. Because I don't know how much we'd actually have in common. Other than, hey, we like ponies and stuff, and we had a lot of fun dancing together. I mean, it's not like we're going to be getting together more often and dancing again and again, right? Although, if the Edmonton Comic Convention has a My Little Pony dance-along thing, I could very so much be convinced to take part in that. Yeah, dragging Kiri-Ann over. It's like, hey, Kiri-Ann, let's go dancing. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh gosh. I don't have... How'd this happen? I don't have the good sorts of potions yet, do I? Either. Ugh. Okay. New plan. Make a whole new batch of pineapple juice. But first, submit all of these things and stuff. But yeah. So the Friday was like the best day of it because we got to go in, we found stuff, we bought stuff, whatever. Saturday stuff, some stuff still happened. Oh yeah, gosh. Played some White Shores and people were very much suspect that I wasn't actually new to the game. And strictly speaking, I am still relatively new to the game. I have played it, or I had played it even by then, a couple of times. but I'd only once actually played the game against someone who knew what they were doing. All of my other time playing was either playtesting against myself, playing against a friend who I, introduced to the game. Well, friend or family, I guess. I play against my little brother a couple of times. Or play against a bot, which I think I recorded that, and I don't know if I got in the recording, but the bot crashed at one point. If it plays a certain deck and it has to make a certain decision, it just can't, and it crashes. Which isn't a good sign, really, if you really think about it.
Delicious.
Probably not a good sign that it crashes like that. Okay. Great Tree Plaza. I'm gonna go get, I don't know, 3 things of medicine bread up. Or whatever. Just go and grab some medicine bread. Everything will be fine. Yeah, 9 a.m.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still working hard, I see.
Recipe bread, please. Chemistry bread, that's the one. Magical potion and Formula C and Invincioid. Oh gosh. Wettable powder and mystery potion. Oh, fancy, 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 fancy. Map looks so fancy. I want to check out this field. I'm sure that this area has something special, and I'm thinking that that's where the vacation house is going to be, but I'm nowhere close to being able to afford it yet, so never mind all that. But yeah, the Friday was a heck of a lot of fun. Did a lot of things. I got to check out the whole vendor hall / artist house. But God, so much of the stuff there is so bloody expensive. They have like posters that, like, you can tell that's basically, hey, I printed this out. Like, I had a big old printer and I was able to just print this whole thing out. And back in the day, a poster like that might be, what, $5, $10, $20, whatever. It's just like a big size printed off picture of like some anime character. Not even necessarily like the person's own work. They just, found artwork of some anime character and printed it out and put up on their booth to sell. Like, if it is their own work, I can understand charging a premium. But some of those were definitely like just pictures that you could find online, like official, like on like the official website, like whatever. So really all they did was print it out and bring it to the convention, and they're charging like $60. And like, that's way too much. Like, yes, I am the sort of person who has some posters on my walls. And I like having those posters on my walls, because they're nice and all that. However, I don't see the appeal. Poison attack. Knock attack. Alright, it's poisoned.
All right, let's go. Phew. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, let's just do this real quick. was that? Right. So yeah, a lot of the stuff is way too expensive. Whatever. Basically nothing Ruby, also. I checked the entire vendor hall, like, twice. And there's, like, nothing Ruby. There might have been, like, one poster, but that would be about it. There's some, like, Pokemon stuff, lots and lots and lots of other stuff for other animes I'd heard of. I don't know what it is, but I tend to really like the niche things more than, like, the mainstream things, and I don't mean to try to be, like, hipster or whatever about it. It's like, oh, I like this and you probably never heard of it. It's like, right? Resist, okay, seals it. Interesting, we're gonna ship that thing out. But it's like, I mean, to be fair, I do play Magic the Gathering, which is, like, the most popular, card game.
Ready to go?
But even that is only, like, a relative stance, right? Because
Thanks. Oopsie. Daisy. Thanks.
Orichalcum ore. Orichalcum or what? But anyway, yeah.
Nice. All right. Thanks.
And the Edmonton Comic Convention could probably be more likely to have Ruby stuff, so that'd be cool. Gosh, at the rate of tangents I go on, it could be one video per day, but no.
Thanks.
Let's fix that up, and let's go. Let's grab this, and let's go to floor 6. Oh, a boss fight. Cool. It's just you again.
Damn it. I'm done for.
Okay. Heavy swings on the boss. Yo. Yeah. Saturday. God, there's so many events going on. And on Saturday, the lines for some of these events were crazy. Because apparently, on Saturday, the second out of the 3 days of this convention, people were lining up for events, like, before the event they wanted to go to had started. People were it's like, oh hey, this event starts at like 4 p.m. Okay, let's line up at 1. Like, people are just... So there was a... Like, you'd walk down, like, the hallway and stuff trying to go to a place, and there'd be people just all along the wall of the hallway. Like, not just, like, groups of people. Like, no, the entire hallway wall had a line of people, you know, multiple lines of people. All along it. It was insane. There were so many people. Run! But yeah, anyway. on Saturday. There were a couple of animes. Actually, we did watch some anime. But we wanted to go in bright and early, like, what, 10 a.m. whatever. And we managed to get in to see the Owl Club. Which is just people talking about the Owl House, speculations, whatever. Basically everything other than ships. Talk about all sorts of things. Yeah, it is. It is kind of weird that Disney wants to portray an open sense of, you know, inclusion, whatever. It wants to be known as being inclusionary, whatever. And yet the lead writer, designer, head, whatever, of the show had to fight Disney tooth and nail just so two female characters could actually, you know, kiss. And it's like, Disney's trying to project an image of being inclusionary of all sorts of people, but the amount of sheer effort required to get them to actually be as such is obsessive.
Time to eat.
We could leave. Hey, get back here. Alright, so now we can just move forward. So that's the entirety of the 6th floor. Yeah, they want people to know them as being, you know, inclusive, whatever. Yeah, whatever. We talked about the Owl House. That's more or less how we started our day. Remember, before Animethon in the morning and after we... Yeah, Animethon starts at, like, 8 a.m. So, like, this, say, Owl Club, whatever, start at 10:30. Okay, Animethon starts at 10 a.m. Start at 10:30. I had to do 2 hours of upkeep before we, you know, could go in and do... Before we could leave. And we had to take an hour-long bus ride, too. Because that's better than paying the, like, $30 for, parking nearby. If we just, you know, park at West Ed and took the bus for, like, $6 each way. Alright, melody bottle. I need that for something. Also need just a ship. Oh, this has 10% sleep attack anyway. Okay, okay. Put one of these in, put, tenfold steel on a weapon. It'll be fine. Another melody bottle. How cool.
Thanks.
I'm not poisoned anymore? I got healed? Yeah. If Meta Seal couldn't be used if you're sealed because, you know, it's a spell and you can't use spells while sealed, it would be actually useless. But because it can be used while you're sealed, it is really powerful and useful and good. Yeah, can I recruit any of these? Nope, okay.
Yeah. Take that. Level up.
The fact that you can just hand the items to the monsters is really kind of weird.
Now. Yay.
Yeah, these are only like 9 levels above me. It's not like it's that far up.
Thank you very much. Oopsie. Ow. Daisy. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
I want this one.
There. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so many melody bottles. Alright, well let's go right into the dead end. Anyone need healing?
Thanks.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna eat one of these.
Delicious. Take that. There.
Looks like these don't want to be poisoned.
All right.
You know, as opposed to all the monsters that do actively wish to be poisoned. Fuka, did you just heal it by attacking?
Thanks for the lift.
Okay, wait. I'm guessing this room actually did have nothing. It was just a bluff. Wow. Sigh. Yeah, anyway, we actually watched some anime at Animethon, which on the surface level almost feels like a waste of time to do because there's so much that you can do there that it's like spending time just to watch anime when you could be at a panel, considering that we could just watch anime at home whenever. Like, we could just watch anime at home. We don't have to do it at the Animethon. In fact, it's more comfortable at home. We can pause it. Yeah, it's like, if something happens and we don't, and we get to usually choose between like dub or sub if we want to watch something. As always a big fan of sub. I can go either way, honestly. I have a soft preference for the dub just because when I'm watching a show with subtitles, my attention is drawn to the subtitles instead of actually paying attention to what's happening in the show itself. Just, pretty sure that's just one of those autism things. But yeah. Yeah. Compromise. Just watching the original Japanese, but without subtitles. Who knows? Maybe that could work. Wink, wink. See, this room doesn't seem to block us off at all.
Here we go.
Oh, bloodfish.
Take that. Level up.
That's a chest.
Nice.
Okay. Let's go into, it's like, yeah, I hope it has something good inside. Proteins, that's alright. So, yeah. Do we have any big events on Saturday, actually? The Owl Club, I wanted to watch How to Be an Awesome Game Master, but that overlapped with the Owl Club. Azura went to the modeling and rigging. And that was about it. I just sat in watching Quintessential Quintuplets, and I watched some basketball anime, the first episode of it. So I came back in, and it's all like, hey, let's just go. And it's like, alright. So we had the evening off. I believe we also, that's when we fed the ducks. We like kind of pulled into some random person's driveway. So we could go and feed the, well, ducks, feed the geese, sorry, on the way home. And
Nice.
I noticed at one point that the geese started to like surround us. So I was like trying to back away while giving out feed, worried or concerned that if I ran out of feed, while surrounded by them, that they would be all like, hey, give us more. And I'd be like, I don't have any more. And they'd be all like, we'll attack you until you give us more. Because I've heard that geese are vicious and do that kind of thing. Yeah, that's just profiling. No, that's stereotyping. But they weren't scientists around me, and they were fighting with each other a little bit. Ooh, there's a chest here. Okay, okay. I see a new spell. Medi Poison? You know, the spell I already have on me right now? What's this? Oh gosh, inventory's packed with full battle axe. And a platinum bracelet. Magic defense plus 120. Get what I have and get ready to sell the platinum bracelet and the battle axe. Okay, I get it. We have a lot of melody bottles. I remember when I saw him as a boss fight, and also when I thought that it was going to be super difficult in the watering can only challenge. So I knew that it must have been immune to or absorbed water damage, so I had to use neutral damaging watering can in order to hurt it in the first place. I really thought it was going to be so much worse. Alright, what's down here? More calcum? Nope. Nope, literally just a dead end. Okay, but yeah. So Saturday we didn't really do much. There wasn't much for us there on that day. Try to think. Yeah, on Saturday we also spent a fair bit of time just sitting around playing games together, whatever. That's right, it was on the Sunday, the next day, when I went and played some White Shores. There's a tournament there. I got a playmat, and I asked nicely, because they had people like donating playmats and deck boxes and whatnot, basically all weekend for the event, and everybody who entered apparently got a free playmat if they didn't already have one. And someone had donated a Ruby playmat, so I asked nicely and exchanged the playmat that I got for the Ruby one. I think it might have irritated the guy somewhat to do that, but I was trying to ask nicely enough so that the guy would know that if he said no, that it would be okay. I don't know if that came across properly, if he's telling his version of the story where I'm just rude and demanding or what. But it's like, hey, I like Ruby, I wanted the Ruby playmat. And I was perfectly willing to take no for an answer. But the guy was like, yeah, sure, okay, I guess, and kind of like took the one I was holding and tossed me the other one. So I'm like, okay, awesome, I'll take it.
Delicious.
I'll take the Ruby playmat, that's what I'm asking for after all.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. Whoops.
All right.
I didn't mean to give it to you. I meant to just, like, throw it away.
Nice. There.
Whatever.